1942 from Hartlepool I moved to Crewe. Found myself a job to do, working on the railway. I was wearing corduroy bridges, digging ditches, pulling switches, dodging hitches. I was working on the railway. 1943 I broke my shovel across my knee. Went to work with a company in the Leeds to Selby Railway. I was wearing corduroy bridges, digging ditches, pulling switches, dodging hitches. I was working on the railway.
Good evening and welcome. So, promised giveaway of all of Terry's tools has been put on hold.
Postponed.
Because I realised that if I give all his tools away, then I have to carry on doing the lives. So I've left them there.
Yes, this is true.
Good choice, Pete.
Good stinking, Batman.
Anyhow, let's introduce you to my support crew for the evening. We have the wonderful Jo, who
Good evening.
she got broken on Friday because Mike didn't turn up, and I had to break somebody because I was prepped for it. And
You were all set, ready to go, yep.
so apologies, Jo, but it's Mike's fault.
Okay. It's not your fault, though. It's Mike's fault.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll remember that.
And we have the man with the wood store, Mr. William Kay,
Hello, everybody.
and the man who's going to be coming back doing lives very soon,
Shortly-ish.
Oh no.
Ryan,
Oh, you can be quiet.
live on Thursday evenings very soon.
Oh,
Or maybe lunchtimes on occasional, or
well, I
maybe
don't know.
just videos, who knows?
We'll see.
He'll be back.
We'll see.
He'll be back.
I will be back.
Whatever
Please, of
format,
course.
he'll be back. Radio, what have we got on the lathe today? We have got a very expensive piece of wood. Right, £6.50 isn't that much money, but it's only 4 inches. And it's worth it. It's African blackwood. My wife gave me a lift down to Yandles when I wasn't feeling great and I wanted to see a demo. She liked it, so I bought it, and I'm going to make a little bowl for her. So it's I'll cut the corners off because I'm going to use them on something else. It's basically
As you do
in
with
balance.
African blackwood, yeah.
Yeah, save every single bit, including the sawdust.
Who've run
And I'll start doing something with that. Whilst Jo lets us know who's in.
Yes, I will do.
Apparently, Joe volunteered to do the chat.
He did volunteer. Brian said, Jo, you're volunteering.
Yeah, it was something like that. I could tell by the look in his eyes.
I think Joe was volunteered.
That may
I'm a
be the case,
sucker.
but never mind.
I'm a sucker. Anyway, good evening, everybody, and welcome. So, in the chat this evening, the first person after Pete is Wayne the Woodturner. We've got Norman Greenwell, Steve Perkis, Karsten Peterson, Martin Dickinson, Paul Finley, Woodturning at Home,
Paul.
Michael
Just want to
McEwen.
interrupt you a moment, Jo. That was just a rough cut to flatten it off. And that's why it's expensive. Beautiful stuff.
Looks nice. We've
Does.
got Mike Evans, Todd at Glen Cove Woodworks, Haley Wood and Burl, Helen Jenkins, Rob Klingspor Abrasives UK,
Hey, Rob.
Susie Swiss Woodturner, James Crawford, Clint at Wood Dancers, Albert Dawson. We've got Andy Door 60. Lucy Super Tato Bundy Row.
Hey, Lucy.
It's Tato.
What does she
really,
call
isn't it?
herself? Super what?
Super Tato
Super Tato.
Bundy
Do
Row.
you know they do Tato crisps all across here? Tato.
They
do.
don't they?
They most
Roy's
certainly
the
do.
boy. Blooming heck, Roy, you're in. at the beginning.
Yeah, hold on a minute. What's happening there?
We've got Doug Bennett,
Hello, Doug.
Fred Gilliver, Roger Kent, Malcolm Douglas,
You're welcome.
Paula Huyton, the Grisbury Turner, Steve Hale, Benjamin, Andy the Valley Wood Turner, Terry Bartlett, AGK Woodworks, Andy,
Hello, Andrew.
Chris Cox. Oh, that's a new name for me.
Chris Cox. Welcome, Chris.
Keep looking, I keep looking. Got to have a good memory here. We've got Andy.
Oh, well, that's me out
Wivey
the window,
Woodchip.
isn't it?
We know. That's why I offered.
That's why I write them down.
And I believe that is it at the moment. And you've got 58 people watching. Oh no, we've got
59.
Andy Best.
Welcome, everyone.
Very best then.
I don't think I know Andy Best either.
I used to work with a guy called Bertie Best.
Bertie Best.
Mm-hmm.
We've got the Yorkshire Gittin as well. Glenn.
Oh, no.
Hello,
Glenn's
Glenn.
not, is he? Hello, Glenn.
Good evening, all.
Need to sharpen that already.
It's nobody. You will. It's kind of tough, that wood.
Yeah.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah, but
Yeah, it is
we
a
made
bit
3
on the hard
cuts.
side. Yeah,
It's stunning
It's
bit of
alright.
wood.
that's usually what goes wrong when people turn that kind of stuff. That and lignum vitae.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about
Just,
I've never turned that, Brian.
oh,
what, lignum vitae?
Yeah.
Green
Bowling
Heart
balls.
and
No?
Purple Heart?
Bowling balls, yeah.
It's as hard as the road. You remember that bit of stuff I gave you that was hard?
Yeah.
It's hard, twice as hard as that.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, it
We've
rocks
got
all the time.
Jennifer Crafton Creations is in.
Oh,
this
Jennifer!
evening.
Hi,
Hi,
Jennifer. What was that wood, Brian? That hard wood you gave?
Teak.
I think it was teak.
It was teak, yep.
It was very good to meet so many of you up on weekend at the turning show, or woodworking show.
New York. Yep.
And on second thoughts, William, I'm just thinking about that piece of wood. It could actually be greenheart.
Yeah, because I
Yeah,
have teak
that's
here and it doesn't
really
look anything like it.
It may
Terry
well
I think
be
it came from
loads
Paul
of it.
Finlay, didn't it? So Paul
It
might
did.
know. He's in the chat there.
Greenheart is a wood that was used a lot in
In the
docks.
Yeah.
Camera
Yeah,
view.
it's
Change camera there, Pete.
oops.
You should have left that. He was going to do a mic walk then.
I was.
You should have let him sit there for 10 minutes and say nothing. That would have been funny. I would have had the phone mic.
Andy Best says, saw you at Newt Pete, but you were busy talking. Never. These shows are probably the only time you get to catch up with fellow turners. So you
Kinda
end up
is.
seeing so many.
I have cut this before. I've only ever cut it in spindle mode. Made a
Right.
couple of little boxes and a number of finials. So this is the first time cutting in this orientation.
Cross screen.
So we've got Mike Dances with Aardvarks in.
Hello, Mike.
Hey, Mike.
Welcome along, buddy. Oh no, I've just seen Ben's name in the chat.
Yeah, he's here.
Vinny Charlton is in. Hiya, Vinny.
Hi, Benny.
And Rob the Professor's joined us.
Hey, Rob.
Good evening, Rob.
That does look
So-
hard.
It so is.
So did everyone have a good weekend?
Yeah, mine was fine. Yeah. Peaceful and
So
quiet.
far, so good, Joe. So far, so good.
Yeah, there's a little bit left of it, but
It goes quick.
doesn't it? Vin says he got smashed on Friday. Well, that doesn't surprise me.
It serves you right.
Uh,
Yeah, you wasn't
Something-
alone. Joe got slightly damaged on Friday.
Oof, did I?
Somebody asked what the wood was.
Dances with Aardvark says, is it lignum vitae? No, it's African
no.
blackwood.
It's it feels as hard as lignum. I haven't turned that in a long time, but this feels as hard.
This is nice, Mike.
As you said, you're not used to turning a cross grain, you see.
Mm-hmm.
Can
And
it
the
make
older
such
it
a
gets, the harder
difference?
it will get. Thanks, Jennifer.
Rob the Professor said a good day at Newark yesterday, and Sheffield Steelers just beat Belfast 6-1. So a good weekend here.
Oh,
Even
excellent.
better.
Excellent.
That's not good at all.
Well, it is from Rob's point of view.
That's the Belfast Giants he's talking about. How dare you, Rob? I mean, I'm shocked. Mind you, I don't think there's a player from Belfast in it, in the team.
Is there
If
not?
you're cutting that way, it's beautiful.
Yep, will be.
Yeah, you can see.
But the one we cut this way.
No, you're going across
Yeah,
the
but you
If
fibre.
I was
beat
playing
it.
with this a bit more, the problem is I need a different bevel to get that cut. However, this is the only piece I've got, so I'm not going to regrind all my tools just to suit this.
No. That might be a bit of a waste. You also get to try a spindle gauge, Pete.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably a good idea.
And Roy the boy is saying, can the earworm see my messages?
Yes, Roy, we can.
Yeah, they're just ignoring you again, Roy.
It was nice seeing you, Rob. Was your last one?
Yeah.
And Roy the boy said before that earlier, he said, who hit you, Glenn? But Glenn didn't answer him. Or Glenn even. I don't know who Glenn is.
Yeah.
Glenn. I think he was referring
think
to.
I
it
think
might be
you,
Glenn.
yeah, I think you meant Glenn.
Glenn, you to reply to Roy, who hit you?
When he said he was smashed.
Yeah, I got smashed on Friday.
Yes. There you go. See, we do pay attention, Roy. We just we were waiting for Glenn to answer that. It's nice when you get the bevel rubbing there, Pete. The pull cut's not working, but the push cut kind of works a bit better.
Sometimes.
Hmm.
On the edge here, it's cutting beautifully.
Mm-hmm.
Once I get into about there,
That's going better there now.
Yeah. So there's a question for
It's
Brian from
off the dust
Jennifer.
again.
There is. When Scotland and Ireland are playing, who do you cheer for? Well, I cheer for Scotland and Michelle cheers for Ireland, and then we throw pillows at each other.
Sounds like a plan.
Nice to
Brilliant.
see you choosing the hard stuff to throw.
Well, I mean, I don't want to do her any damage, like.
It's likely to be the other way around, really, though, isn't it?
Yes, it's like I'm liable to be damaged. It's quite correct. You're absolutely 100% correct there, Joe.
So this small foot design, I pinched from Dan Tarrant, who works at Yandles. It was rather sweet on a small bowl like this.
So Ben's saying, Pete, try with a cupped carbide. Have we read that out?
A cupped carbide.
I
Oh,
don't
yeah.
have a cup
Yeah.
of carbide to use.
Okay,
Be a bit
and
aggressive on
Roy
that,
is
I think.
saying, I did
He's
say
all right.
earlier that I missed Pete on Saturday, but I don't know how is he so tall. He is so tall. How did you miss him?
That's because Roy's only small and he wasn't looking up.
Yeah, you're looking the wrong way. That was it.
Yep.
Yeah, I was there. Well, I left at about 2:30, 3 o'clock Saturday because it was a 4-hour drive home, and I didn't want to be driving in the dark too much.
No. And Lucy says, Roy, he goes into stealth mode.
Stealth mode.
Is that true?
Puts on his,
He
puts on
can't
his
go into
cloaking.
How
stealth
do you-
mode.
How do you put Pete in stealth mode?
He puts on his cloaking device. Is that what you're going to say
Yeah, that'd be it.
next? Yeah, what do you think? Is a Klingon?
So what grit's that?
120.
Okay.
I'm going to be using a little tip we got when we were over with Glenn Lucas. I'll be using this piece and then a fresh piece of 120 over the top of it.
Okay.
Because I made some horrible tool marks, so we'll eat those away first.
And then sandpaper it right.
I think it looks quite nice being a different colour.
What was?
Well, it looks a different colour.
Yeah, it does.
On the
That's only
bottom.
because it's dull. That's how shiny the whole thing will look on the bottom once he gets
When
it.
he gets a
Yeah.
finish on.
Yeah, have you seen clarinets? Clarinets
Yeah.
are made from black African
Yeah, it's just
blackwood.
clarinet timber, isn't it?
So the bell end on the end of a clarinet is made from. I gave William a piece that it's made out of. It comes ready in a cone shape. Don't know what to do with the rest of that because they must waste a lot by cutting the edges off it.
Well, they charge a fortune for a clarinet, so that's okay.
That's true. But it shines up absolutely amazingly.
It does for sure.
Jennifer.
Well, this
Yours
is
for Grit just says, I am Groot. I am Groot.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what you mean by Groot.
And then Jennifer says, Glenn, Mark said, do you mean grouch?
Or couch. I don't know. Oh, AJ Keys jumped in.
Just
Runs
reading
right.
it.
I saw it right, but overlooked him by 2 inches. Ha, lol. Indeed, yeah.
We did 2 exchanges. I picked up the Dremel that I won in the giveaway from AGK.
Oh, yeah.
Dodgy exchange in the car park. And I handed over the tool handles to Helen.
Oh.
So giveaway central was
Yeah,
in there.
dodgy
stuff.
tool exchanges in the car park. It's a bit suspicious to me. Well, the police weren't watching.
But Andy also gave me a couple of battery holders that he 3D printed, and a little spanner holder as well.
And they have
They're
plenty of
all on
overrides.
the wall, and I've made a special shelf for the Dremel to go onto.
Oh, you've been busy.
That's enough.
So everything's got a nice home here.
Perfection.
Andy can play the clarinet, apparently, according to Lucy.
Well,
Oh, there you go then.
My niece
yeah,
used
you
to
don't
play it
see
when
much
she was
about
at
them
school.
nowadays, do you?
It's a beautiful instrument. It makes a fabulous noise.
Well, it does when I'm not playing it.
Racket
Well,
more like.
obviously, when somebody who can actually play the thing beat,
Oh, it's Andy AGK, Brian.
What, they can play the clarinet?
Yes.
Oh, good. I could play any instrument if I could be bothered to take the time to learn how to play it.
Yeah,
Quite
that's
most people,
all.
isn't it?
there's a bit of an issue with practice, is the problem.
Yeah.
Too damn lazy to practice. Oh, Andrew says no, I cannot. Apparently, he played it in the army. Apparently,
No, it's a run, Andy.
oh, wrong, Andy.
I'm not so
So
sure
that's
what
down
Lucy
to
was saying.
240.
Rob
Some
just says,
strand off on
laughing out loud. Rob just says, that got confused very quickly. It did.
It's the best place
Rob
to be is
says,
confused.
Rob says, I bought a pillar drill and wished I'd bought a car. Well, I
To
wish
the
I
drill
bought-
rather than the other way around.
wish I brought the
It's
car
so
to the
heavy.
drill rather than the other
Yeah.
way around. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that was sensible, yeah.
Carson
What
says
size
all
of
this
pillar
talk
drill
about.
did you buy? Sorry, Joe, go ahead.
Carsten says all this talk about Newark got me to consider Harrogate again this year. Is anyone aware there is a way to get rooms at Premier Inn South at less than 120
No,
to 170 pounds per night?
no, there isn't.
No, and they'll close the bar at 10 o'clock. So
It's another one
You know,
that closes the bar.
some of you guys would be better doing. Some of you guys would be better getting together and renting
Yes.
an Airbnb.
Airbnb with a couple of rooms, yeah.
Mm.
Because the Premier Inn is just getting to be a huge rip-off.
Yeah, there used to be cheap rooms, didn't there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
£120 for a room for a night is ridiculous.
That's
It is.
a bit steep.
It is.
That's like
It's
proper hotel
crazy.
cost, isn't it?
It is, yep.
Same with Newark.
And then the
We
cheap to
used to
take
do
you
them all
out.
the time on bike
Airbnb.
trips, and you pay 30 quid.
That's it, yep.
Yeah.
And it was easy.
But even before the pandemic, it was that kind of money. It wasn't that dear. But as soon as
That's
the
it.
pandemic was on, the
Yeah.
prices went through the roof.
Yep.
There's loads of different
And
sized Airbnbs.
And they do less for you too.
Yeah, they only clean the room when you leave.
Yep.
Um,
What's this?
this is my maple syrup going on.
Oh, it's maple syrup, yeah.
We
Yeah.
only got one towel in our room.
You only got one towel.
One bathroom towel, yeah, one big one.
Yeah.
One bath towel, yeah.
Well, I did as
Julie's
well, but I
sheds
booked in
in.
as a single person, so that was fine.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Julie's
So it's not a
sheds
good
in.
service anymore. I have to say, it isn't a good service anymore.
No.
Not as good as it used to be, although I do prefer Premier Inns to travel lodges.
But you actually just about as well go to a hotel, and then you could stay in the bar all night.
yeah,
Good. If you go to Malcolm Douglas says if you go to another hotel further from Harrogate, you can get a room for less than £50. To be
There
fair,
you go.
Harrogate South is so close to
That's
Harrogate, you could afford to go further afield,
yeah.
really.
That's particularly if you're going with a car. I mean, there's no reason why you
Oh,
couldn't
yeah.
travel 30 miles to
Oh,
go.
we found a
I did
back
that.
way into it this year, so
Yeah.
this last year.
Just make sure you have a
My, si-
non-drinker with you for to do the driving.
my sister-in-law and I did that when we went to Badminton, to the horse thing at Badminton.
Oh, yeah.
If you stay close to Badminton, you'll pay 200, 300 pounds a night.
Whoa.
Wow.
But if you're
Ouch.
willing to drive, say 45 minutes in the morning to get in, you can get a room
Yeah.
for 60 quid.
True grit.
So going with a bit of True Grit.
Oh,
Because it's African Blackwood, we're also going to go with the superfine
True-
toothpaste.
toothpaste. True Grit toothpaste. Don't be saying
Yeah.
that, because some people try and use it as toothpaste. Don't be saying that.
Well,
Not
if
to
they
be
do,
used. Not to be used as toothpaste.
unless you want to, and don't blame me.
Yeah. And if you're stupid enough, don't be blaming us.
Dewey Shed is in. Hello, Dewey.
Oh, gee.
I just said that a couple of minutes ago.
Oh, did you?
Did
Sorry,
you?
no, I didn't hear you.
I told
I
you.
never heard you. Did you say it to
Oh,
yourself? Did you only say it in your head?
it's hard to get the help, Joe.
No, I didn't. I said it twice as well.
Now, are you sure you said it out loud, Joe? Are you not
I
just
did.
thinking it? Are you sure now?
Yeah,
might have just
said it
nothing
in
stays
your
in
head,
my head.
though.
There
I
ain't
think
any
we'll have to
room
get Glenn
for.
to clarify that.
Yeah.
We're staying in Coventry. It's a lot cheaper. And how long does it take you to get from Coventry to Harrogate? Lucy?
NEC. No, just talking about for Makers Central.
Oh, from Mega Central, is it? Okay.
I think so.
Yeah, it's close to the NEC.
Oh, it is, aye.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's just right next door to the Birmingham Airport. Airport almost. Not Birmingham. Birmingham Airport, yeah.
Yeah, East Midlands, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Roy the Boy says, I was in the Premier Inn on Wednesday night and played the Dartford Bridge, and last orders were 9 p.m.
And I'll
What?
let you
9
read.
p.m.
Todd at Glen Cove Woodwork says, I heard you. The guys were just prattling on. Thank you for that, Todd.
Could be
You,
right.
you craw, Todd.
Prattling.
That's it. I can't believe that.
9 p.m. 9
Yeah, I
p.m.
know. Shocking.
That
Shocking.
is terrible.
Most people just get out at that time of night.
Well, yeah. Mind you, I was at the bar at 5:30 on Friday evening.
It was. It already beat you. Beat us.
I know. I wasn't the first there though.
We've only got your word for it.
Well, Paul was there before me. He was coming back for his refill. I was still waiting for my first one, so I
Okay.
don't know if he's in the chat. But
It didn't last till the end, though.
He was definitely there before me.
That's coming up nice, Pete.
Ooh, you
Getting
took the
there.
words right out of my mouth, then, William.
Because of poor planning, I've now got to go to the mezzanine floor and get some more kitchen wall because I've run out.
Oh, no.
It's all right. It's just next to the bandsaw. It's not far away.
Fair play to them.
Just
You're
reach over,
talking as
Pete.
if
You
it was
grab it.
like 50 miles away, sort of thing.
Yeah, like
Down
Pete's
local
workshop.
shop.
Pete stands in the middle, he can near touch all four sides with his hands.
Could you change camera to overhead, please, Pete?
We
Yep.
could. I think we should give Todd a spanner and get him in here.
We could do that if he's got a mic set up ready to use. If he's all set up, ready to go, then Brian, just send him the link.
I don't think he is.
No, he said no mic, unfortunately.
Ah,
Martin says just wait till he puts the toothpaste on.
Toothpaste on. Well, if it wasn't for the peppermint, toothpaste would do all right. It's just a sticky mess with diatomaceous earth in it.
Just to prove that I'm not completely stupid, and I do learn from other people's mistakes occasionally, I haven't put this on a worm screw.
mm.
Because it's small, it's now smooth and shiny. If it was on a worm screw, it would never come off again. Ask Dwayne how I know.
Oh dear.
It's going to be a lovely little pot.
Yeah.
That's the True Grit standard broken down. So I'm turning the speed up now and just melting the wax off of the residual bits, pulling the oil out of the wood. So that's now effectively 1,000 grit.
It looks every bit of it.
Stephen
We're
Madden's
going to go
joined
with.
Hello, Stephen.
Going to go with the
Hello,
microfine, which I told you it looks like toothpaste.
Does a bit, doesn't it?
Does it smell minty fresh?
But please don't clean your teeth with this. Unless they're false teeth, that you can take them out their gob and give them a polish with.
Wait till I tell Dan you're calling his product toothpaste. Wait till I tell.
Now, this is really aimed at the resin market. It's a really fine one.
Yeah, or car headlights or
Car headlights and
Yeah, it's great for that.
anything you want to polish up.
yeah.
Except
It's
your
a very,
teeth.
very fine
So-
polishing grit. Well, I mean,
It's
at the end of the day,
a continuation. So it goes from 1,000-ish to 2,000-ish. It's probably in reality 800-ish and upwards, but yes, it's
And
about that ballpark.
and it saves all that fine dust getting into your workshop.
Yeah.
Because that's the stuff that kills you.
Yeah,
All
it's
those
the
fine
dust you
grits.
can't see.
From-
It's the dust that gets stuck in your
from
lungs.
From about 240 grit upwards, your lungs get less and less effective of being able to cough it back up again.
Benjamin says it tastes nothing like toothpaste.
Right, boys, there's a bag gets rid of the smoking stains, though. How do you know it tastes nothing like toothpaste, Ben? That's
Well,
the
he's obviously
question.
our test pilot.
I didn't like to ask that.
But sure, you know me, Joe. Kind of direct.
Yeah, fair enough.
You'll be telling me next he got some on his finger, and then no, I better not say that.
No.
No, I don't see anything on the label that says it's edible, so you probably shouldn't use it on your teeth.
Yeah, probably not. There's far too much of that stuff on labels these days. You know,
It's terrible.
do not-
Can't eat anything.
like do not drink the battery acid. I mean, like, yeah, okay. So, who was ever tempted to drink battery acid?
We always get
The one that gets
somebody.
me is the little silica gel packets you get inside boxes.
Yeah.
that says "Do not eat."
Yeah.
I never actually wanted to eat one until I read that label, and I thought, I wonder what it tastes like.
Oh my goodness.
It's like the button that says "Don't press."
Yeah,
Aye, please don't press. Yeah. Oh, temptation is too hard.
Yeah, like that's gonna work.
Stephen Madden said,
But-
Stephen of the Madden said, it was so nice to meet everyone at Newmarket this year. Oh, Newmarket? There we
Newark.
go.
Newark.
Horses on the brain again. Newark, even. Or New Ark.
Yeah, I abandoned Stephen because I took him in on Saturday, left his car at the hotel.
Uh-huh.
Then I just went home and left him behind. So hopefully he
You
got
did
back all
not.
right.
You're a bad person, Pete. Did you buy him a pint? Because he moaned all year about people buying him pints.
Oh, we bought him a pint.
Yeah, that's all right. We all know he's broke, you know.
Broke. He's spending a fortune on miniature planes.
He is not, is he?
You know, Matchbox cars.
Yes.
It was a box that they used to come in with a plane inside it.
Hmm.
Mm.
He spent a fortune on it.
Oh, well, he's still around.
No, wasn't that bad
That's it.
actually. But
Oh, I'll move my screen. Oh, get back.
Oh, heck.
so
I'm
there
all
you go.
confused. You know what I'm like. I keep switching myself off sometimes. Fred Gulliver says, what are you drinking tonight, Brian? Take more water with that. Unfortunately, I'm just drinking water.
Yes, so am I.
So far, I'm still on coffee.
Well, you had enough of the weekend, Joe. I mean, to do you for 3 weeks, probably.
I did. I'm not drinking wine again.
I'm not drinking it anymore, you mean?
Rosé wine, I am not drinking it again.
Joe, you only
Rosé.
had
Well,
a
not for a
couple.
while anyway. You're
You
sorry,
only
Pete.
had a couple.
Bottles.
See,
Well, yeah, bottles, but yeah, only a couple.
rosé wine is devious because it's easy drinkable,
Yes.
Yeah.
and
You're
then
right.
it jumps up. Then it jumps up and bites you when you're not expecting,
We're going to put a bit of the old Hampshire sheen over this.
and it
for
makes your
this
legs go
weekend.
funny too. Did you notice? It makes your legs go funny.
Mm.
It does, aye. Well, it does mine anyway. Makes them not work. Andy, Andy says he's not drinking anything. His throat's been cut. Lucy,
Of course, it is also Mother's Day today, so hopefully everybody's
That's right,
got a
Pete,
mother.
it is.
That's been good to them.
Mothering Sunday.
Well, isn't it UK? It's different in
It's
other
quite
parts of the
early
world.
this year, though.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah, it's different in America
Yeah.
and all points west.
Easter's early this year as well.
It is.
Mhm.
Rob says there were some lovely rocking horses in Newark, but no race horses. Yeah, that's because you were there at the wrong weekend. They have a lovely agricultural show when there's sports horses for show jumping and stuff like that. Loads of them.
Yeah, last year it was heavy horses, show horses, and so on.
It
Mhm.
I
was.
didn't get a close
Yeah.
look, so I don't know exactly what they were, but they were definitely heavy horses that were being shown.
Looked nice from a distance.
Yeah. But,
Oh, the time changes in America on Sunday.
yes, it does.
And our clocks change in 2 weeks' time.
Yeah, last Saturday of this month.
So a week later than
Saturday
America.
night into Sunday morning.
Mother's Day is just another con by wasn't it Hallmark cards that invented it?
Hallmark, yeah.
Yeah,
Just a con to try and sell greeting cards.
of course.
I've never seen so many adverts on the TV for that moonpig thing. The TV has been full of adverts for the last week. At moonpig.com.
Yeah, it's for all the people that forgot to go out and buy a Mother's Day card.
Mm-hmm.
You can pay more and get them off Moonpig instead.
Delivered to your door the very next day by the post office, if you're lucky.
And of course, if you buy them off Moonpig and they don't arrive on Mother's Day, then you can just blame them.
Stephen Manson just said, Pete, and that's why I'm unsubscribing from your channel. You left me in the bar with a bunch of degenerate booze hounds. That's a degenerate.
Come on, drop a few names.
Well,
Time change in America is today. Oh, right, okay. In North
a
America.
certain Mr. Wood dude was playing Andrew Hall's guitar on Friday night,
Oh, he was not, was he?
and he only remembered that he was playing guitar about halfway through
Oh.
Saturday.
Oh, dear.
I can't even remember him playing it.
Drink and what's it?
Oh my goodness.
Brilliant.
Now Lucy's
No,
saying there's a 10-bedroomed Airbnb near Harrogate for £700 a night.
It's a bit expensive. But for 10 people, that's not too bad, is it? It's what, 70 quid a night?
Well, yeah, that's all it is,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Well, you've
You
got
would
a
be getting
couple-
3 in each room.
Well, 70 quid a night is better than 120, for sure.
It is.
It is.
So we got it turned around.
Michael McEwen is 7 hours behind us at the moment.
Wow. He must be on the west.
So the update on Terry is that he's pretty much exactly in the middle of the Atlantic. He's got as much water
He is.
below him and front and back of him.
Yep.
If it starts to rain, he'll be completely surrounded by it.
He will.
He's about 1,100 miles away from the Azores.
Aye, that was this afternoon. So we'll be 1,000 miles now. They made boats
He's
go
only
quite
trying-
quick,
Hang
you
on
know.
a minute, he's only
travelling
doing
20
22
miles
miles
an
an hour.
And boats go quite quick, you know.
Yeah, but 22 times 5 is 110, so it's not that far. It's not that far.
That's it. You've still got a way to go.
Oh. Yeah, take 100 miles off, it'll be fine.
Yeah. Ooh, now look.
You can see what I did there was I just put a Forstner bit in to get myself
Oh,
started.
Michael's on the west coast of Canada.
He is. Vancouver Island.
Oh.
If I remember correctly.
Well done, Joe.
Why, thank you, Brian.
Lucy, why have you got Super Tato in your name? This needs an explanation.
There we go. Good memory, Joe. Yeah. It all came clear in the end.
How near the Azores does
Oh.
Terry need to get until his feet reach the seabed? Oh dear. Terry's feet are touching the seabed, he's in trouble.
Pete, I think you should get out the corn system and don't be wasting that good wood.
Yeah. I think that's not a bad idea.
Yeah, there's pounds of that wood coming off of that chisel just
Yeah.
right now. Pounds worth of it.
And they did. Lucy says, Brian, because Jamie and AGK call me potato. Because
Potato.
they all
Oh,
had to make me potatoes to bring to Harrogate last year, and I saw 2 of them.
potatoes.
Yep, they did.
Spuds.
I see.
Yeah, Spuds.
But that's right. Don't be calling
Michael
them
saying
potatoes on Ireland.
probably about 3 feet. The Azore Islands are
Yeah,
volcanic.
no one
so
knows
sea
what you're
bed drops
talking
off
about, Brian.
rapidly. Poor Terry.
Purdies, they call them up here. If you live
What
in
do they call them?
Annalong, purdies.
Poddies.
No, purdies.
Purdies.
P-U-R-D-Y. Purdy.
Oh, Purdies.
I have
Oh,
no idea why they call them purdies. I never figured it out. But in the area where the mountains of Mourne sweep down to the sea, the area called Mourne,
Yeah.
Mourne, that's what they call spuds, purdies. No idea why.
goodness.
I never heard it called that anywhere else.
No, I can't say I have, but then I know nothing.
She says, potato in an Irish accent plus Super Potato is a children's book series or a cartoon series in CBC
Ah,
or CBBS.
CBBS. CBBS.
CBBS. Steve Madden says, I've been in Pete's car. He's a millionaire. He can afford to waste that kind of Blackwood. Yeah. Did he take you up in the Bentley?
No, I left the Bentley in the car park because I didn't want Steve to see it.
Oh, okay.
I brought my chauffeur to bring the other one round so that
Yeah. So you won't be too ostentatious. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, quite right, mate. Quite right. Benjamin says, have you heard of the jelly potato? No.
No.
jelly bean.
There's the answer.
They look like potatoes, don't they, really?
Jelly beans I've heard of, but not jelly potato. Stephen says, no, Brian, he had his chauffeur-driven limo.
So,
Hmm.
how thin are you going to go with the walls?
I don't know yet.
Okay.
Not too thin. It's going to be, I don't know, 4 mil or so, I think. Kind of got to look at what
Hope
it
you're
looks like when I
cracking
get
it.
there, really.
I hope you cleaned up
Okay.
earlier and so you can collect all these shavings.
I did, actually.
Good job.
They're called
Roy
Spuds
voice.
to me, Roy says.
Aye,
Spuds
quite
to
right,
me,
Roy.
Roy,
Spuds.
Spuds. Mm.
I call them. I just call them whatever you like. Spuds, tatties, tatties in Scotland.
Oh, yeah, they are, yeah.
Tatties. Tatties
When they got a
neat.
strange name,
tatties.
it's usually because somebody was the wholesaler, put that name on the bag, and then it got adopted.
Taters.
You could be high taters. I love some of them taters. Don't know what we do now, Spuds.
Pig's arse, taters, and cabbage.
Pigs, arse, taters, and cabbage.
Oh,
Very good, William.
Rared on it, Brian. We were.
Jennifer says Mr. Madden got chauffeured back to his hotel in a little Honda Jazz. Well done, Jennifer. Did you take pity on him?
Susie is asking, are you going to send the shavings to Brian so that he can put them into epoxy and turn the bowl from it?
Oh, Susie,
No.
you're full of it. You're full of it, Susie.
Yeah, it keeps coming back to bite you, this resin lark, doesn't it?
Well, eventually, maybe sometime.
We want Brian to
Right.
come back into the workshop and get back on the YouTube. We don't want him coming back on there complaining and having to clean it up.
Yeah, that's true. I've been very lax about cleaning my workshop, to be honest. It's a bit of a
One
mess
step
at the
at a time.
moment. I have about 20 or 30, maybe even 30 half-finished pieces in there that I really need to do something with.
Robert Bradford is in. Good
Ooh.
evening,
Hey,
Robert.
Robert.
Ooh, evening, Robert. Jennifer, what's this, Mr. Oosby? That's my father. Hello, Mr. Oosby. How's you and the family? Well, I'm doing fine, and the family are grand as well, I have to say. All good.
Tickety-boo.
Lucy's got a
I'm
question for you,
recovering.
Brian.
Brian, Andy says, do you remember the range of stew and tea from a Norwegian? Range of stew and tea from a Norwegian? No, I can't say I do.
That altered the conversation.
Oh, I can't. I don't remember. I might need a bit more of a clue. Thought for 1 minute he was referring to the guy in the Muppets there. Norwegian chef, or Swedish chef he was, I think. It's cutting nicely now, Pete.
Yeah.
Got a nice long shaving coming
I'd
off of that
say,
last cut.
if you are into resin, then this is quite pretty.
It is, eh? But just you keep it there in the bag. You can use it for filling cracks.
Put it in your pocket, Pete.
Otherwise, no thanks.
You could use it for filling cracks.
Yeah. Oh,
Ooh, oh.
pay
Pete,
attention, Mr. Ravenscroft.
Pete, that just fell off a chuck.
It just fell off the top, that did.
It
I
did.
was, I was
Oh.
actually about to say
Off
you
she
changed
flew.
camera again.
And it just did it on YouTube for me there now. I've seen it twice now. That was good.
Yeah.
Got away with that.
Okay.
There's no damage.
Oh, good man.
Oh, good.
Good.
Is that one of your infamous 1 mil tanners you're using, or mortises you're using again?
No, it's 2 mil.
Just
Oh, it's-
about.
Oh, it's huge then.
Lewis is in. Hello, Lewis.
Ah,
Oh,
good
Lewis.
evening.
Evening, Lewis.
This is not got a
No,
spanner
I
here,
got a
right?
catch on the edge and
Seen that.
just tipped it.
Yep. Just
So-
enough to do the job.
I'll be all right.
Louis says,
You'll be
I'm a
fine.
little late. You're not a little late at all. You're as big as Pete. So you'll notice that pinned to the top of the chat, guys, is Paul Finley's link for tomorrow, 1 p.m. Don't miss it. I'll be there too.
There's also Doug Miller's live on Tuesday
Mm-hmm.
as well, as a reminder.
That's not
Yeah, I
quite
can only pin one to the chat, so Paul got pinned and
one.
Doug's just the next comment in.
Mm-hmm. It is. I was getting round to that.
Pay attention, Mr. Ravenscroft.
Steve Mann said, send your unfinished pieces to Wood Turners Online and we'll finish them for you and sell them on charity on your behalf.
Well, I'm still waiting for the pieces that I sent to Lucy to get Sandy to come back.
Oh, right, okay. Should you not send them back? Oh, she's terrible.
yeah.
Change that camera back there, Pete, please.
Yeah, let's have a look at the inside of the bowl. That's the
There
one.
we go.
I was kind of watching that other one because I like to see it jumping off again. It's not the easiest wood in the world to turn, to be truthful.
Doesn't look like it.
No, it's
Ben,
hardest
Ben
road.
Jamis. Ben Jamis says reminds me of Bristol gravy granules. No, it does.
Mm.
Like I said, it's not. I've not turned this orientation before.
Hmm. Yeah, it is usually used in spindle work, I have to say.
And there are parts that are cutting beautifully, and other bits that are coming off as hot dust. So
Mhm.
obviously, just taking the edge off my tool yet again.
Oh yeah.
But
That was a better cut that time. It went in a bit better. Roy the boy's got some cheek. He just put in the chat there. Hi Robert, what time do you call this? Roy the boy's been in once early. Once.
Says him that's always late.
Ah, the cheeky bit of him.
The cheeky lad.
Todd's reminding us that Doug will be at 7 p.m. UK time because of the time change, he thinks.
Oh yeah.
yes,
Until 3 weeks time. Yeah. Or 2 weeks time.
2 weeks.
2
I know
weeks.
here. Boys, it's the middle of March already. I can't believe it.
No, I can't either. Where's it going?
I've been off for 4 months now. It's mad.
Have you?
Yeah,
Well,
it
that's
is.
gone.
November.
Yeah.
yeah, it's been a long time.
It was November I fell over.
Yeah, that was just after your birthday, wasn't it?
It was, yeah.
We'll be back soon.
Made it to 70 and fell
don't-
over. And
Don't know
everything's
what
going
format
wrong.
we're back in, but he'll be back soon.
Yeah, we'll put the training wheels back on you. We'll get you going again.
That's I think that's about what it's. I was out turning the other day. It was just to have a wee test, and that's what it was like. How do you do this again? What's the bevel?
Yeah.
It was funny. I think what I need to do is just get a great big piece of wood on the lathe and just cut it into shavings. And both spindle and bowl orientation, just to get back into the swing. Yes, Roy, you were early today for the first time in God knows how long. You have a reputation of being late.
Yeah, he came in early because he was hoping to get Axminster 508.
That's what it was. He was looking for a bargain. Instead of going to the pub this evening, he came in here early, looking for a bargain. If you go right through the bottom of this, Pete, it's going to be a nod-shaped clarinet.
Yeah, it's actually proportionally deeper than I would normally go. I don't normally like bowls that are too deep compared to the diameter. So the proportions are different to what I like. But, that's why I raised the tool rest just now, just a little bit, because I'm going a bit further in. And I've got about 6 inches to go. Yeah, I'll be fine.
You're going to be at the bottom of the choke, Pete. Everything in the workshop, Pete, will be black now for about 2 weeks.
Yeah,
Yep.
well,
Helen did a finial in Blackwood. And she posted a picture of it just as she'd finished turning it. And everything around was clean. The wall behind was clean. Banjo was clean. I was very suspicious that she might have cleaned up before she took the picture.
Yeah, before she took pictures, yeah. I would have to agree with that.
You must be getting close now, Pete.
Yeah. Not through yet, though.
I don't think that's the plan, buddy.
Yeah, that'll do. Well, one last cut.
Oh, no, no.
What I am going to do.
Right, I was in the pub today. Said he was watching football. Was that the very entertaining 1-1 draw? Football.
I will just sharpen again for that last cut.
Quite right. If you're going to go through the bottom, you might as well go through in style.
Yeah, do it in
Might as well go through the
style,
bottom of the style, yeah.
Oh dear. I shouldn't say that. Just put the scud on the poor guy.
No, Lisa won't be happy.
I just might change the plan.
Well, she
Yeah,
will, because
so-
I'm going to be down by Yandles tomorrow.
You get another one.
We can get another one.
Exactly.
I'm actually doing a live demo at Somerset Woodturners Club tomorrow in Bridgewater.
Oh, very good.
If there's
If
anybody
anybody's-
in the vicinity,
Yep.
I'm sure that they would welcome you along as a guest if you're not a member. If you are a member, hopefully you'll be there, and I look forward to seeing you.
Then bring your neck restraints because you'll be looking up a whole lot.
No, I still got to bend down to fit whatever they've got.
Because he's a big lad.
Careful.
Ben says I saw a tour mic with a 600 grit wheel in person the other day. I have to say it's very impressive. I was very impressed. I can see why they're so expensive. They are very well made, I have to say. Rob from Copper Hill Wood Turning is in.
Hello, Rob.
Hello, Rob.
Rob. He's got confused by the time zones as well, I think, obviously. Oh yeah, a little bit late. But it's Rob, so we'll let him off.
Yeah, I think the Australians have changed now as well. Can't remember. I think they changed at the same time as the Americans. It's just us that are late changing.
Typical. Steve Hale says, Somerset Woodturners welcomes anyone, junction 24 of the M5. It's a long way to go for a demo for me, I'm afraid.
Just a tad extra for me.
Just a little bit for you, yeah. Might be quicker for you. You could
Yeah, if you're
scoot
not
down
in
the
the
corner
UK,
and get a
then it's not
block.
that far from Bristol Airport.
Hmm. Michael, as a party says, we change times on the 7th of April.
All right, so it's behind us then.
Hmm. I was talking to a girl in Japan the other day, and they're just coming into springtime, which kind of surprised me. It took me by surprise a little bit.
Yeah, I get surprised by all these different area, different time zones and whatever. And
I can't expect it because they're on the other side of the
basically, you
world.
think it should be warm that are cold,
Hmm.
and
Yeah. I'm just a little bit confused by that, but man.
so I mean, Ruby is if you actually look at a line from across the map from Ruby, she's down level with Madrid.
Yeah, true.
I'm just starting with the 120 grit. I might just use the power drill to get the bottom of that.
Yeah,
It's a
because
very
there's
small
not much.
diameter, so I'm
Yeah.
not getting any speed in the middle there.
No, you won't. No. A
Yeah,
1-inch
you're
pad on the bottom of that would have been a good job.
Now you're sucking diesel.
Sucking diesel. My chat says there's only one thumbs up. That can't be right.
$17 I have.
Hmm.
Now there's 18.
Oh, no, the 18th one will be me. I've just pressed it.
I did as well. Well, that's 19 then.
I forget all the time. It's terrible.
Well, if I don't get enough thumbs up, I'm going to stop doing these lives in a couple of weeks.
You're going to stop doing them in a couple of weeks anyway.
Yep.
Don't be giving us any of that rubbish. Don't be trying to bluff us, you boy. Terry be back. What's the ban? He finds an excuse. What's the ban? There'll be an excuse why you can't do it. The boat will be delayed or something. Wait and see.
Yeah, quite likely.
Or they'll be quarantined in Portsmouth. Wait and see. I wouldn't be at all surprised.
Now, I don't normally do this until I get the 240 grit, but we're going to take that sharp corner off.
Nice rolled edge. Lovely. So
Because this one
Robert,
is that hard, it is really sharp.
yeah, Robert of the Boltwood said he is 16, and Carson Pedersen says that he sees 30. This YouTube is a wonderful system.
It does
It's
seem
31
to be
now.
all over the place.
There's a bit. Ian in the shed has joined us. Hi, Ian.
Hello,
Hi, Ian.
You missed all the excitement. We've had flying pieces and everything. It's been
Yeah,
great.
yeah, it cooked off the lathe and all sorts.
I've got a feeling there may be a short coming.
Ah,
No,
Joe.
the camera
Well,
was in
Joe.
close. I did that the other week, and I did that catch, and
Joe's back. I didn't know Joe was away.
I haven't heard of her for a few minutes. All right. She must have got.
That's that iPad's kicked her out again.
Yeah. I was just going to say
She says she'll just stay in the chat, Pete.
she's been put in the naughty corner.
yeah, I downloaded the video from YouTube, and with the intention of going slow mo on that bit, like Zed does.
Mm-hmm.
But because it was so close up, it's like 5 frames and it's out of picture.
All right, okay.
Didn't really work.
Yeah.
Might have to engineer one just for the cameras.
Well, that kind of takes the spontaneity away from the thing.
Well, yeah, but
Ben,
you know, I can
Ben,
zoom in.
Not as much
Ben
fun.
says Joe's went away to get some more rosé.
Oh yeah, she's gone.
She has, aye. She came back into the chat, but she said, I'll just stay in the chat, which is grand. Lucy says, Terry is the king of excuses. He so is. Oh, Joe Senior's got a sick face on. I hope you're okay, Joe.
Oh
Or
dear.
maybe that's the response to the she went to get more rosé comment. Maybe she's just had enough of the rosé. Ian in the shed says, for those of you that went to Newark, how was it?
It was Newark. There was no surprises there particularly.
Nothing new or exciting to be
If
seen.
it wasn't for the people, then I could have finished the show in an hour.
Yeah, oh,
I
well.
wanted to see. But that's true of all these things.
Certainly true of most of them anyway, for sure. There's no doubt about that.
However, there is a rumour.
Rumour?
A rumour.
Ooh.
There's a brand new bandsaw coming from Record Power in April.
Ooh.
And the Sabre 350s were being offered at a very good price.
Oh, damn.
So I'm guessing it's going to be a 350 replacement of that sort of size. That's just guesswork.
Go up to the 400 maybe or something.
Yeah, it's just a rumour. But there's definitely a new saw coming, and said they were offering the Sabre 350s at a very good price. So
Sabre 350 is a cracking bandsaw.
I suspect it's in that region.
Well, mind you, that's what we thought about the Axminster when they heavily discounted the 508s.
Yeah, well,
Nothing has come off that yet.
changing. They are changing. They are going for the Eurolock on the spindles. So they did need to destock to bring in the new ones.
What's the Eurolock, Pete?
Can't really see it very well, but you see where my finger is.
Yeah.
There's a little taper there at the back of the spindle.
Yeah.
So in front of that, I've got where the grub screw goes on the channel.
Yeah.
And the Eurolock is thing that goes over the back of the chuck would have a taper on it. Match that taper, and you screw it together to stop it coming off. It's not new. It was a Vic Mark thing many years ago. I think they called it ASR.
And is that the only change they're making to it?
As far as I know. But it's become a standard under EU regs. It's named Eurolock. Which is a good thing because at the end of the day, standards on chucks and lathes does tend to bring the overall price down of everything because they only have to make one style, don't they?
Yep.
But of course, this is the real world, and there's still be lathes from 1920 out there. So
they're well.
Standards take a long time to have any impact. That's just a bit of the old maple syrup on there. True Grit non-toothpaste version. Got to use plenty of it because I was chatting to Dan at the weekend and he just said you've got to use an entire tub on a bowl.
Yeah, lash it on. Just change camera there, Pete, please.
That's what he said. Yeah, he did say that right enough. You use plenty. I'm sure that's a marketing play.
And drop your speed because it is paste, which is basically a stiff liquid. So if you turn it on at 1000 RPM, you're going to be wearing it.
Yeah, I know you're full of it.
Okay, you'll be sharing it with the workshop, yeah.
Fair bit of pressure. You need a bit of friction there. Not
You
overdoing
don't want to
it,
be you don't want to be leaning on it,
but yeah, enough to break the grit down. More than you would use for wax, for instance, but
yes. But you don't have to go mad.
and possibly a bit more than you would use with abrasive.
And don't forget you've a millimeter of a recess.
Don't worry about that. Be fine.
'Twill be grand, he says. 'Twill be grand.
It'll be about 8 or 9 inches left there, I'm sure.
Sure to be sure. Roy says he did want to get a Sjöberg steady rest.
Highly recommend the steady rest.
The Steady Pro thing.
Yeah, I bought one nearly 2 years ago and I think I've used it twice.
I've used mine on a few occasions. It depends how deep into a bowl. But even with the steady rest on it, you're still losing 4 inches of shaft off your toe anyway, between the two rollers. You know, so
Yeah,
it
you are
doesn't,
losing.
it
Well,
doesn't
it's not,
get you.
not quite that bad, but I mean, you're going in 8 to 12 inch quite comfortably with it. Steady rest thing, steady pro, whatever it's called.
If you're steady pro, yeah. If your toe's long enough, yeah.
Yeah, if your tool's long enough, you're getting in at 8 or 12 inches without really breaking a sweat. Beyond that, then it does tend to start to fight back a bit, but everything does when you get that far off the rest.
Yep, it certainly does.
This stuff, it's supposed to be giving it 3.5 minutes, 3 minutes 47 seconds, I reckon.
Precise.
Yeah, well, you know, I don't count, so it doesn't matter how precise my numbers are.
Yeah, that's true. You do it by feel rather than timing.
Yeah, it's you can kind of hear it and you can kind of feel it.
You can feel it, yeah.
You definitely can.
As it breaks down and gets finer, you can feel it happening. But if there's a downside to using a paste over an abrasive, is it doesn't really matter whether it's a large surface or a small surface. It still takes longer with a paste. But as Brian was saying earlier, you're saving your lungs, so it's worth doing.
Yeah, it sure is.
Because apparently spare lungs are hard to get.
Yeah. That looks stunning though, Pete. Really does.
This is pretty wood.
Nice and shiny.
So let's go with a toothpaste. I said this is microfine is. It does work on you. Anything really sort of hard and
hard and close grained.
very close grained, yeah. I mean, but other than that, it's resins and possibly possibly use it as a spot thing on sort of a hard area on something. But on a soft grain like an ash or something like that, then it's really not of much value. But again, same as if you're using conventional abrasives.
Robert, the wood is African blackwood. My chat seems to have stopped moving. There we go. Back on again. That's quite a satisfying bit of a tunnel, I think, when you bring it up the final finish on it.
Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
it. I enjoy this bit of tunneling.
As I said, I've never had the pleasure of turning African blackwood.
Particularly if you've had a piece of wood that's give you a bit of a hard time, and you've tamed it, and you can get to finish it. It's
Yeah, as I said, I think the reason it was cutting nicely in some parts, not others, is you kind of need to play with your bevels a bit. I would probably say you probably want to go a bit steeper on the bevel for cutting this. But I wasn't about to regrind my tools just to make one piece.
You're quite right. Lewis is asking, did you liberate this piece of wood from Terry's workshop? No, he didn't. He bought it from Yandles. He actually paid
Well,
for
the
this
handle
piece of
sticker on it doesn't necessarily mean it wasn't in Terry's workshop.
wood. Oh, that's not what he told me. Yeah, boy.
Now, I didn't actually go to Terry's workshop because I just figured even if I just went there and looked at the door, he would use it as an excuse not to come back and take over his lives.
There was a comment earlier, I can't remember who made it now. I think it was Rob from Klingspor, says that Terry will be the only person who ever got jet lag on a boat.
He'll come up with some excuse.
That's which I thought was amazing. If he comes on to us and says, "I'm so tired, I can't do this,"
He's a boy.
I will remind him of Rob's comment. I will say it.
Yeah. Yeah. If there was turning into bed, he'd sleep under it.
I'm going to do the outside as well because I've only done 2 coats on the outside so far. I'll do the outside because I can get to it all. I'll make it my 3rd coat, and that's my preferred way of finishing. It's 3 coats of the wax. Don't necessarily leave any great deal of time between them. I just put them on, buff them off, and then take a sip of my coffee and then do another one. But it seems to make a difference. That's depth of shine.
So Ben has made a comment here. He says, I tried cut and polish the other day. It's much grittier than the other abrasives, so I assume you can start even lower. Well,
I've never got on with it.
But me neither. I've got a tub of it in the shed. I've used it about twice, and I just didn't like using it. Now, there's probably nothing wrong with the product, and I won't say anything about the product's not worth buying, but I can't get on with it at all.
And I've used it quite a bit now, and the opposite, I find it okay.
So,
I said every wood turner to their own,
Absolutely.
I think there's possibly, because we were sort of Yorkshire grit users from the start.
And you see, I was the opposite. I couldn't get Yorkshire grit here. I only had access to cut and polish. So
yeah, so our application method is based on possibly a different direction.
Came from
So,
our application method came from the horse's mouth. The man developed the product,
oh yeah,
taught us how to use it. So
but perhaps there's a different application required for the cut and polish that we're not using right.
correct. If you're not happy with it, the best thing to do is give
Terry.
Terry, I almost forgotten his name there. Give Terry an email and just ask him. And if you look on his website, there is guides there how to use it anyway.
Yes, there is. But at the end of the day, I mean, once you've got a product, you don't tend to have all the products because
No.
you've got a product that works, you stick with
And
it.
again, as William said, it's a personal preference thing too. You know, if you like one product, you just kind of stick with it.
And you know, you've got so much space in your product cupboard, you can't just fill it up with everything that's half empty.
God, I don't know. I've got cupboards full of stuff.
Well, yeah,
So
but
nice.
Yeah, that's basically because I wanted to try everything.
okay. So
In-
the guidance is that we wait till the wax is slightly
Oh.
sticky, so it's grabbing the cloth.
Mhm.
When it's pulling on the cloth, it's ready to buff off.
Yes.
If you don't hold the cloth at all and it just grabs hold of it and pulls it out of your hand, that's what happens.
Yeah.
You just grab another piece of cloth or paper towel.
Ian in the shed has just said, I haven't tried any of chestnut finishes yet. Only Yorkshire grit and Hampshire sheen. That's my go-to is Yorkshire grit and Hampshire sheen. I mean, I've got
Yeah.
tubs of Yorkshire grit left. And I've got, I don't know, God, how much Hampshire sheen
Hampshire
stuff.
Sheen, yeah,
I use loads of it.
yeah. Have nearly all of Martin's products.
Yep.
I mean, wax is a particular problem because it does have a shelf life. Same as
It
oil,
does.
it's got a shelf life. So you can't be trying all the waxes because it's just going to go off on you.
Yeah, just go hard in the tin. I think that's the reason Martin does them in the small size tin. There's absolutely no point having a great big tin of polish if you don't use a lot of it.
No, if you're doing a lot of flat work, then you might use more quantity.
They used to make
Um,
they used to make lots of big tins of furniture polish because people polished their furniture
Yeah, yeah.
when we had lots of brown furniture, but we don't have that now anymore anyway.
Like the Wood Wax 22
Look
as
at
well
that.
comes in a huge tin.
Lovely.
That's stunning piece, really is.
It's a lovely piece. Nice little bowl. Looks
bit
tiny in your
shiny.
hand.
Yeah,
Well, it is tiny. It's finished size
3 3/4.
9 3/4 centimeters, so just under 10. It started at 10, so I haven't taken much off the edge. There wasn't much to take off.
No.
But that's it. Bring the guys back.
Oh, I better sit up then.
Yeah.
I've been relaxing on my chair.
slouching.
Yeah. Slouching with my feet on the table and everything. Just
It was a fun little project. I mean, it's got a weight to it, kind of like it feels like porcelain or something. Not porcelain, earthenware, heavy.
earthenware, yeah.
So it's got a good old bit of weight to it. I haven't got any scales here, so I can't test it. But it's a heavy piece of wood. Makes a good noise when you put it down.
Good.
And
Super shiny.
it's super smooth. Lovely shiny wood. Got an oil in it, so yeah, rather nice. Thanks everybody for coming in. Just going to power the lathe off, and that means
Good on you, Pete.
It's Dunbar time. Something's very good. Don't forget that Paul Finley's on tomorrow at lunchtime. Doug Miller's on Tuesday.
On Tuesday, yeah.
And they guys will inform you who's on after that.
cheers in your
Pete.
very good health. I think Wayne's going to be Wednesday. Mark may do Thursday. I don't know. It depends on when he's teaching or he's busy. Steve Friday.
Steve's back on Friday. Special guest here, one of them. We think is at Leicester.
Oh, JP premieres Monday evening.
Oh, yeah.
He's changed the premieres to Mondays rather than Sundays.
Oh, was it?
There's so many to catch up on.
Just to confuse
Um,
everybody. What,
just gonna
what
take
time on
this
Monday
chuck off
did
a
he do a
sec.
premiere?
I think the weekend just got a bit crowded, so he just changed it. I would take this chuck off, but I put the bloody chuck key down somewhere. Where did I put that?
Yeah, it's tiny.
Good little chucks, though.
Yeah,
Great chuck,
Real
horrible
handy.
chuck key.
great chuck for
Yeah.
little things.
Yep.
So go back to the
Spoiled by the key.
overhead. Just shift it across a bit.
But I've seen worse.
That's the ASR there.
Oh yeah.
So that's the bit that the new Axminster will be coming with, and presumably a lot of other lathes as well in due course.
Hmm.
So it's now called the Euro Lock, and it's a Euro approved standard. So it'll probably be everywhere.
It has a CE mark.
We'll have to change
Anyway,
spindles,
thanks everybody
Brian.
for coming in. Great to see so many people on Friday and Saturday. Any questions?
I have no questions, Pete.
No. I will be in Bridgewater at Somerset Turners on Monday
You will.
evening. So if there's anybody in the vicinity, do pop in and say hello. And cheers for now. We're out of here. Say cheerio, guys.
Take care, everyone.
Goodbye.
Thanks for
See
popping
you all
in.
tomorrow. Bye
Hit
for now.
thumbs up on the way out.
Yeah, thumbs up on the way out.
Cheers, guys.